Have you ever wondered if the lunch you pack for your child is secretly setting them up for a tough afternoon? We spend that time carefully choosing the things we know they'll actually eat, thinking we're setting them up for a great day. But what if some of those go-to kid-friendly foods were actually contributing to those afternoon meltdowns, the trouble focusing, and the report cards that leave us feeling frustrated? It might sound a little dramatic, but the research points to a clear connection. The food we pack has a direct impact on our kids' mood, brain function, and their ability to learn. Diets high in processed foods and sugars are often linked to challenges with academic achievement and behavior. And the best part, doesn't require a complete overhaul, just some intentional strategies and a shift in perspective. So, are you ready to explore the top 3 lunchbox culprits that might be sabotaging your child's success? I'll share some simple, practical swaps that your kids will be excited about. So, what's the first and maybe the most common challenge? It's the hidden sugar overload. We all know about the obvious offenders like cookies or candy, but did you know that it's also in the sugary fruit juices, the flavored yogurts, many granola bars, and those gummy fruit snacks that seem so harmless? These foods can cause a really rapid spike in blood sugar. For a little while, your child might feel a burst of energy, but that spike is always followed by a crash. Ever wonder what that crash really looks like? It can lead to irritability, mood swings, and a real inability to concentrate, right when they need their focus the most. Their brains, which need a steady source of fuel, can struggle to keep up. For some kids, these fluctuations can make it incredibly difficult to manage their attention and behavior in a busy classroom. So what's the solution? Swap these high sugar items for foods that give them natural sweetness and sustained energy. Instead of a juice box, have you tried a water bottle with a few slices of orange or a handful of berries in it? Instead of a yogurt tub full of added sugar, why not opt for plain Greek yogurt and let them mix in their own fresh fruit? And we can swap the gummy snacks for a handful of actual grapes or some crisp apple slices. These simple changes help stabilize their blood sugar, preventing that tough afternoon crash. What's the second major fail? A lunchbox built almost entirely on refined carbohydrates. Can you picture it? A sandwich on fluffy white bread, a side of pretzels, and some crackers. Now, carbs are essential for energy, but refined carbs have been stripped of most of their fiber and nutrients. What happens when they digest so quickly? Your child can be left feeling hungry and sluggish long before the school day is over. A lunch like this often lacks the protein and healthy fats that are so important for sustained energy and brain development. Protein helps kids feel full and satisfied, while healthy fats are the building blocks for their brain. Without them, you can get a child who is lethargic and unfocused. Isn't it frustrating to think their brain isn't getting the high-quality fuel it needs for learning and memory? The fix here is all about balance and making some simple upgrades. We don't have to get rid of the carbs, but what if we just upgraded them and brought in those partners in protein and fat? Switch from white bread to 100% whole wheat bread or wrap, which has more fiber. Then let's make sure to include a good source of protein and fat. This could be as simple as a hard-boiled egg, some cheese cubes, or a little container of hummus with veggie sticks for dipping, or some turkey and avocado in that whole grain wrap. These additions provide a steady stream of energy to the brain all afternoon. And the third fail? Falling into convenience traps of those highly processed, prepackaged lunch kits. They're marketed as the perfect, easy solution for busy parents, and we all know how busy life can get. But are they actually providing what our kids need? They're often filled with what we call empty calories. They might contain processed meats high in sodium and nitrates, crackers made from refined flour, and a sugary drink or treat. These meals lack many of the vital nutrients, vitamins, and minerals that a growing child's brain needs to function at its best. Researchers link diets high in these kinds of ultra-processed foods to challenges with cognitive tests and even things like anxiety. They fill a child's stomach without providing the real nourishment they need for stable moods, memory, and concentration. The good news is you can create your own, much healthier version in about the same amount of time. How? By using a bento-style box. Think whole grain crackers, real cheese cubes, slices of leftover chicken, some cherry tomatoes, and cucumber slices. This DIY Lunchable isn't just more affordable, it's packed with the high-quality nutrients that support brain health and help unlock your child's full potential. Want to make this all feel a little easier? Here's a bonus tip. Try batch prepping on Sunday. You can boil half a dozen eggs, wash and chop carrots and peppers, and put hummus or yogurt into small containers. Doesn't turning that morning lunch packing rush into a quick 5-minute assembly job sound great? Supporting our kids' success isn't just about one thing, is it? It's about shifting our perspective. A lunchbox that powers a child for success helps them avoid that sugar spike and crash. It balances carbs with protein and healthy fats, and it replaces empty, processed foods with nutrient-dense whole foods. When we make these small, intentional changes, what are we really doing? We're doing more than just filling their stomachs. We're giving them a powerful tool to improve their focus, stabilize their mood, and build a lifelong love of learning. Have you found a lunchbox swap that your kids absolutely love? Or a strategy that has made a real difference in their school day? I'd love to hear your experiences. Drop a comment, share your thoughts, and let's continue creating supportive, healthy environments for our kids together. Subscribe for more parenting content and follow us on Patreon for more support and resources. And check out our DigiTees store for mindful apparel.